काञ्चनं कलुषायुतशक्तसुदीननरं सुपथे परिचालय सर्वदिनं प्रणमामि च माधवदेवपदम् वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। नमो महावदान्याय कृष्णप्रेमप्रदायते कृष्णाय कृष्णचैतन्यनाम्ने गौरत्विषे नमः। तप्तकाञ्चन गौराङ्गी राधे वृन्दावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। हे कृष्ण करुणा सिन्धु दीनबन्धो जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिकान्त राधाकान्त नमोऽस्तुते। श्रीकृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरयेत्। So we are reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, 9th canto, 4th chapter. Durvasa did not find any shelter in any of the planetary worlds. He reaches Brahma. Brahma refuses to help him. He goes to Kailasha, to Lord Shiva. Lord Shiva also refuses to help him. And then he goes to Narayana and he begs forgiveness for having committed offense at the feet of his devotee. So the Lord is telling that just like Brahma and Shiva are subordinate or subservient, in a similar manner I am also subservient to my devotees. And because the devotees have stolen my heart, I have no compassion in me. Means the compassion that is possible through the heart, which I don't have, my devotees have taken it. What to speak of the devotees, those who are related to my devotees are also very dear to me, my dear Durvasa. And further, he says that, yesterday we heard, my dear Brahmana, I am the only shelter for the devotees. They worship me one-pointedly, they take shelter only of me, now nobody else. And how can, such sadhus are my, even though I have opulences, even though I am, blissful, still I derive happiness out of those devotees. I seek for their association. So here the Lord is telling how glorious are the devotees. The devotees are very, very glorious, and the Lord himself is telling that he is, always seeking for the company of his devotees, because even though he is blissful principle, eternally blissful and completely blissful principle, still he says that he derives pleasure from his devotees. So, Vishnu Chakravarti Thakur, we were going through the purport, wherein Vishnu Chakravarti Thakur says that The Lord is known as Atmaram, self-sufficient, but still he is seeking for the company of the devotees. Arthat, so I'll start from where we left yesterday. अर्थात আমার স্বরূপভূত আনন্দ হইতেও আমার ভক্তি স্বরূপের আনন্দ আমার নিকট অতিশয় স্পৃহনীয়. Even though I am, blissful by nature, yet the devotees bliss means the company, the bliss that I derive in the company of the devotees is what I always hanker for or what I aspire, even though I am self-sufficient and satisfied. Karan দুইটি চিদ্রূপ হইলেও, even though both are transcendental, Lord is transcendental, the devotees are also transcendental. The Lord's bliss is transcendental, the devotees' bliss is also transcendental. But the Lord is telling that I want to come in the company of the devotees to attain that bliss, happiness. The reason is Chidvrittir Vipakarupa Bhaktir Anugrahakyo Vritti Bhaktajanai Avasthan Kore. Uha Shakal Hladinir Sarabhuta. The devotees are the essence of my Hladini Shakti. The Lord has got three potencies: Hladini, Sandhini and Samvit. He has multifarious potencies, many millions of potencies he has got. But principally, particularly talking about his own internal or Chit Shakti or transcendental spiritual potency, there are three kinds: Hladini, Sandhini, Samvit. Three kinds of spiritual potency. Principally, that is, Hladini is bliss personified. Sandhini is the Satta Shakti, the existing principle, and Samvit is the knowledge principle. Existence, knowledge and bliss. These are the three potencies that are there in the Lord eternally, and that they are the spiritual potencies of Supreme Lord. So, devotees are the essence of Hladini Shakti. Hladini means the blissful potency of mind, means they are spiritual potency. And Chidvrittir Vipakarupa Bhaktir Anugrahakya Vritti Bhakta Janai Avasthan Kore means the power of spreading the bliss of Hladini Shakti is existing only in the devotees. Means only devotees can give happiness to me. Even though I am a fully blissful entity, still devotees are the only ones who can give bliss to me. Yesterday we heard Brahmaji is praying that the Lord, even though he is self-sufficient and always blissful, still when he is drinking the milk of Mother Yashoda, he is feeling even more blissful. How can a Purna, complete person be satisfied by attaining something? What is the meaning of complete? Meaning of complete is that he is not deprived of anything in any fields. He is completely full or surcharged or saturated with everything in all departments. Nothing is outside him. That is what is Purna. That is what is complete. How can, that Purna, because when something is added to Purna, still it remains Purna only. How can that Purna is getting happiness from the devotees? This is verily astonishing. So, এই হেতু আনন্দ স্বরূপ আমারও আনন্দ প্রদ ও আকর্ষক. Means my Hladini Shakti gives happiness to me also, even though I am completely blissful entity. My Hladini Shakti, my blissful potency, means my devotees, they give pleasure to me, and not only that, they attract me also. Rupa Goswami Pad, he has written that Prema Bhakti, a person who performs loving devotion to Supreme Lord, there are 6 symptoms of this Prema Bhakti. Prema Bhakti has 6 symptoms. That is Kleshagni, Shubhada, Mokshalahutaakrit, Sudurlabha, Sandrananda Visheshatma, Sri Krishna Akarshani cha sa. These are the 6 characteristics of loving devotion, not ordinary devotion or devotion in the mood of exchange, that I give you this, you give me something in return, karma. No, devotion in loving mood, there are 6 characteristics. What is that? Kleshagni. All the material afflictions, they are completely nullified. Some is in pure devotion, in loving devotion, all the material afflictions, all troubles, anxieties, worries, all of them are completely finished. Kleshagni, it is completely burnt. Shubhada, as soon as one has Prema Bhakti, it brings Shubha. Shubha means auspiciousness. Shubhada means giver. Shubha means auspicious. So the giver of auspiciousness is Prema Bhakti. That is the characteristic of Prema Bhakti. And Moksha Lahutakrit. And the loving devotion to Supreme Lord feels or makes one feel even liberation to be very insignificant. We are thinking liberation, oh, when will we get liberated, my dear Lord? Please liberate me from these sufferings. I am suffering so much. But when one has got Prema Bhakti, there it is said, Moksha Lahutakrit. Even moksha, liberation, is made to feel very, very insignificant by Prema Bhakti. This is the characteristic of Prema Bhakti. It makes one feel that liberation is also very insignificant. And Sudurlabha, extremely rare. Another characteristic of love, Prema Bhakti is, it is extremely rare. It's not found everywhere and anywhere. Not everyone can become a, Prema Bhakta, a devotee in loving mood. Sudurlabha, it's extremely rare. And Sandrananda Visheshatma. Sandrananda Visheshatma means it's like a condensed form of Ananda. Condensed form of Ananda means just like milk, it is condensed and condensed, more and more condensed, it becomes solid, it's solidified. Then you get all the essence of the milk in that solid, isn't it? If you drink 1 liter of milk and just 10 gram or 50 grams of condensed milk, it's the same. So it is entire the content of milk is there in it. In a similar manner, sugarcane juice all the way up to sugar candy. Sugarcane juice, then the jaggery or the molasses, and from there, sugar, and then crystal sugar, and then finally sugar candy. Sugar candy is the most condensed form of sweetness. In a similar manner, Prema Bhakti, Sandrananda Visheshatma, it is like a Sandrananda, it's like condensed form of bliss. Means anyone who is in Prema Bhakti is always relishing Ananda. He can never be sorrow. He can never be sorrow. He can never be troubled by any material things. He is completely in bliss always. Sandrananda Visheshatma. But above all, Prema Bhakti has one more characteristic. That is Sri Krishna Akarshani. It attracts even Krishna. The characteristic of Prema Bhakti is all the 5 we talked about. What is the characteristic to the votary? What the votary is getting, what the devotee is getting. But the final thing is that it even attracts Krishna. That is the speciality of Prema Bhakti. not any other bhakti. Bhava bhakti is there, sadhana bhakti is there. Sadhana bhakti is not Krishna akarshani, it's not attracting Krishna. Bhava bhakti is also not so, but prema bhakti is Sri Krishna akarshani. It attracts even Krishna. Krishna becomes even subservient to that. That's why he is telling that Ananda Prada, O Akarshak, my devotees, those who are performing loving devotion to me, they are giving bliss to me, they are attracting me also. That is why Krishna always wants to meet Radharani. Why? Because Radharani is the epitome of this Hladini. She is the leader of that, or she is the Ishwari. She is the master of that mistress of Ananda Shakti of the Supreme Lord. Therefore, Krishna is attracted even to Radharani. That is why Akarshak. Shriyam Nitya Shadavid Aishwarya Sampad Kevu Je Bhakta Sadhugan Vyatito Akankha Kurina. He is telling that even though I have all the opulence, sixfold opulences, I don't aspire for them without the company of the devotees. Just like one person might have got lots of riches, but that person is missing his or her own near and dear person. Whatever riches he has got, whatever luxuries he has got or she has got, none of them will give him or her any satisfaction, because his or her mind is feeling deprived of his or her dearmost companion. Therefore, even though there are riches, that will not give any satisfaction to that person. In a similar manner, the Lord is telling that even though I have all the riches, sixfold opulences, but still they don't give as much pleasure as the devotees give to me. I don't need them without the company of the devotees. येषाम जे भक्तगणेर आमी एकमात्र उपादेय. So, what kind of devotees is Krishna getting attracted to? The Lord is telling that to those, to whom I am the only shelter. To those who I am the only shelter, I am attracted to them. It's not like anyone is taking shelter of this person, that person, that person. No. A person has taken shelter completely to me, then I am subservient to him, or I seek for his shelter. Because there is one verse in Bhagavad Gita, Ye yatha mam prapadyante tams tathaiva bhajami aham. To whatever degree one submits to me, to that degree I reciprocate in that manner. Means the devotee becomes completely subservient to Supreme Lord, then the Lord also exchanges with that devotee in a similar manner. Ye daragara putrapta pranan vittamimang param hitva mang sharanam yatah katham त्यक्त उत्तम उत्सहे. जे सकल साधु गृह दारा पुत्र आत्मीयजन धन प्राण इहा परलोक परित्याग करिया एकमात्र आमाकेई आश्रय करियाछे, आमी ताहादिके किरूपे परित्याग करिब. The Lord is telling that, my dear Durvasa, all those sadhus who have given up their house, wives, children, relatives, family, property, and even their own selves, those who have given up all these things for me, my dear Brahmana, Why will I leave? Why would I leave them? How can I give them up? Those who have given up all these things to take shelter of me, how can I give them up? My dear Durvasa, it is not possible. Because Durvasa is praying that please protect me from this Sudarshan Chakra. How can I do? How can I give up my devotees? They have given up everything for me. Mat krite tyakta karmani tyakta sajana bandhavat. Even the same comes in Kapila and Devahuti's conversation. Devahuti is asking, you are telling that I should associate with the devotees. Who is a devotee? How can I know who is a devotee? Who is a sadhu? Then Mother Devahuti is telling, Kapil Bhagavan is telling to Mother Devahuti, Mai ananya bhavena bhaktim kurvanti ye dhridam. Those who are performing devotion to me ananyena, one-pointedly, and bhaktim kurvanti dridham, with great determination, with firm faith in me, that the Lord is my protector, the Lord is my all in all, the Lord is my everything. Those who are serving me one-pointedly with this mentality, mat krite tyaktva karmani, in order to serve me, they have given up all their other activities. Tyaktva sajana bandhavat, they have given up their own relatives, family members, everything they have given up. This is the character of my sadhu. The Lord is telling to Mother Devahuti, this is the characteristic of my sadhu, my devotee. My devotees, they give up everything for my service. How much of a devotee are we? We will know. We have to, understand ourselves. A devotee of mine gives up everything for my service. So here, the Lord is telling to Durvasa that, my dear Durvasa, the sadhus, the devotees who have given up their house, family, children, wife, opulences, etc., everything to take shelter of me, how can I give them up? It is not possible. Shri Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur writes in the commentary, सिद्धार्थ का फोन था क्या? यदि दुर्वासा बोलेन, हे ब्रह्मण्य देव, ब्राह्मण आमाके तुम्हें उपेक्षा करते छो. Now, Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur, as I said several times, he writes the commentary in a very beautiful manner, as if the conversation is going on between the Lord and, Durvasa. So, it is actually Lord is speaking, but it is like, Durvasa may get this question or we may get this question. So, our Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur is writing the commentary in such a manner that it's like conversation is going on. Now, if Durvasa were to ask, you are Brahmanya Deva. Brahmanya Deva means you are worshipped by the Brahmanas. Brahmanas are very, very dear to you. So, you want to ignore me. You don't want to help me, you want to ignore me. You are Brahmanya Deva, you are the master of the Brahmanas. Brahmanas are very dear to you. Ihar uttare, in reply, yes, I want to give you up. I want to ignore you. Taha hoile ki, bhaktajan ke upekha koribo. Yes, I want to ignore you. Do you think that I will ignore my devotees? Do you think that I will ignore my devotees? So the conversation is going on. भक्तेर अपकारक तुम्हार रखनेर द्वारा स्वाभाविक भावे ही भक्तजन परित्यक्त हों. You see, if I protect you, what it indicates or what it means is that I have given up my devotees. Why? Because you have committed harm to my devotees and I helped you. What does it mean? It means that I have given up my devotees. Those who have given up everything for my shelter, for serving me, and someone has committed offense to him, someone wanted to harm him, and then I will see, okay, no problem. They have anyway given up everything. No, I will not do like this. Do you think that I will give up my devotees so easily? You are understanding the conversation between, very beautifully explained by Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur. Supporting you means supporting the harm that you have committed to the devotee. I don't want to support this act of yours because my devotees have given up everything for me. I can give you up. You see, how a devotee is even superior to Brahmana. Now, during the times of Prabhupada, now slowly things have changed, but during the times of Prabhupada, there was a lot of, casteism. Brahmana, Kshatriyas, we are superior, all these things. So much of that was there in India. And Prabhupada repeatedly he attacked this, the casteism. How the Vaishnavas or the Vaishnavism is superior. Because Brahmanas are superior. But Brahmanas are superior only in the social status, in the material status. Vaishnavas are not at all in the material plane. They are completely beyond the material plane. Therefore, when it comes to comparison of Vaishnavas and Brahmanas, there is no comparison at all. You can compare the Brahmanas with some Shudras or some outcasts, but not with the Vaishnavas. Vaishnavas are transcendental. Just now we heard, Sarupa Bhuta, they are my internal potency, they are my Chit Shakti, spiritual potency. How can a spiritual potency be compared with the material potency? Not possible. Therefore, Prabhupada repeatedly tried to establish how Vaishnavas are superior to the Brahmanas. But the society was not ready to accept. But Prabhupada was willing to go to any extent to show how Vaishnavas are superior to the Brahmanas. He had written a book also. Our Bhaktivinoda Thakur also has written. He attended so many assemblies to establish how Vaishnavism is superior. To become Vishnu or to become a Brahmana, totally two different things. So the Lord is telling that yes, I am a Brahmanya Deva, you are right, but I will ignore you when it comes to my devotees. That you have committed harm to my devotees and I shall protect you, it is never going to happen. क्या बोलते हैं जे इत्यादि जे भक्तगण आमार निमित्त परम प्रेमास्पद त्यज्य स्त्री पुत्रादिर आसक्ति पर्यंत परित्याग करियाছেন আর ব্রাহ্মণ তুমি আমার জন্য কি পরিত্যাগ করিয়াছো. The Lord is speaking to Durvasa. You see, devotees, they have given up the most difficult thing to renounce, beautiful wife and affectionate children. Beautiful and affectionate wife and children means those who care so much of love, show so much of love and affection and care so much. How can, it's very difficult to give up. These sadhus have given up. What did you give up? The Lord is asking Durvasa, what did you give up? You are coming and asking me that you are Brahmanya Deva, please help me. My devotee Ambarish Maharaj or my devotees, my sadhu in general, they have given up their family and everything. And not only that, here it is being said, Asakti Parjanta Parityag Kuriyachan. Now we have to understand one thing here. What kind of a sadhu is so dear to Supreme Lord? He has even given up the attachment also. Not only given up wife and family, but he has given up the attachment to family and wife, children, etc. Because, you see, there are two kinds of attachments. One is physical attachment. Second is emotional attachment from the heart. Now, physical attachment is not very easy, but still possible. But the attachment inside the heart, very, very difficult to give up. My wife, my children, my husband, very, very difficult to give up. But here, the Supreme Lord is telling that they have given up even attachment to the family. So this kind of a sadhu, what kind of a sadhu? We need to understand what kind of a sadhu. I just started performing Hari Bhajan, I became very dear to God. No. If some Durvasa like person comes to me, then Lord will protect me. No. You don't take it that that will happen. It will not happen. Don't be in some what you call imaginary world. Okay, I am chanting means Lord will protect me from all dangers. He is anyway protecting. But the thing is not like that like Ambarish Maharaj, who has given up everything for the service of Supreme Lord, not like that. So here the Lord is telling to Durvasa that not only has the devotees given up their attachment to their family, they have also given up their attachment. What did you give up, my dear Brahmana? What did you give up? Taha bolo, please tell me what you gave up. Ambarish kichu tyag kore nai, iha bolte paro na. You cannot say that Ambarish Maharaj has not given up anything for me. He has given up so much for me. What did you give up? What did you do? That is why just now we heard ye yathamam prapadyante. If a person gives up everything for the service of the Supreme Lord also gives up everything to be in the company of such a devotee. No pleasures or no appearances will be of any, will give him any pleasure as much as a devotee gives to him. That is why in Brihad Bhagavatamrita, Gopakumara is Brihad Bhagavatamrita, right? Or Laghu Bhagavatamrita? Brihad Bhagavatamrita. The Gopakumaras travel from this plane to the supreme abode. It is mentioned, and there it has been written how much pleased the Supreme Lord Krishna is by seeing the Gopakumara. More than that Gopakumara was. More than that Gopakumara was pleased, Supreme Lord was pleased. Why? Because if anyone attains the Supreme Lord, if anyone reaches him, if anyone serves him, the Lord is more pleased in such a devotee's company. कौन वही है क्या? सिद्धार्थ है क्या? अभी भी नाम नहीं. যখন তুমি অম্বরীশের বধের নিমিত্ত কৃত্যা নিক্ষেপ করিয়াছিলে, তখন তিনি নিজ দেহের রক্ষার জন্য পদমাত্রও ধাবিত হন নাই। আর তুমি আত্মারাম মহাবিরক্ত হইয়াও নিজ দেহ রক্ষার নিমিত্ত সমগ্র জগৎ পরিভ্রমণ করত ব্রহ্মা রুদ্রাদিকেও প্রার্থনা করিয়াছ। ইহা দ্বারাই তোমার নিজের এবং তাহার মূল্য অবগত হও। তাহা अधिक কি অবোধ তোমাকে বুঝাইতে হইবে। Such a beautiful manner Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur is telling. I am giving you live example. When you have created Kritya to kill Ambarish Maharaj, he stood firm in his ground. He did not run away here and there. He welcomed. That means that he has no attachment to his own body. I will die. Oh, who will take care of my wife and children? No, he was completely free from everything. He was welcoming. Yes, I have committed an offense. He did not fear a bit. But on the contrary, you see, when Sudarshan Chakra came at your back, you ran in all the three worlds. trying that he will protect, he will protect. It went to Brahma, you went to Shiva. So much attachment you have to your body. You have so much attachment to your body. This is a live example that Ambarish Maharaj has given up everything and he has no attachment to anything and he stood his ground. But now you see, you are Atmaram. You are a Muni, means you must be self-satisfied. You are a self-satisfied person and Mahavirakta and greatly renounced person you are. You are a renounced person and you are Atmaram. But still you ran for, seeking for some kind of help from so many persons. Evang, now you yourself understand what is your state and what is his state. Do you still want me to explain more? The Lord is, Vishwanath Thakur is writing in this manner that, why do you want me to speak more about this? You understand for yourself what is your state and what is his state. So the crux of the story is, why will I give up my devotee? Why will I give up? Why will I help you? I shall not help you. If I help you, then it indirectly means that, anyone committing harm to a devotee, I am letting it happen. So, no, I will not do so. Okay, I will stop here because I am getting repeated calls. I think I need to go there. So, from tomorrow onwards, we will have in the morning, not a good news for some, 7:20, yes, in the morning 7:20, at 7:20 in the morning. So, may not be good news for everyone, but but somehow, things are getting a little more complicated day by day. So, not complicated, I should say. This time is going to be very crucial. So, from tomorrow we will start at 7:20 and end by 8. Whenever possible for you, you can come and attend. Very nice conversation is going on. So, and Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur's commentary, yes, it's very, very personal, yes. Amrita, yes. Vancha kalpatarubhyasya kripa sindubhya evacha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namah. Shri Shri Guru Gauranga Gandharvika Giridhari Shri Shri Radha Madan Mohan Panchatattvatmak Shri Gaura Hari Ki Jai. Paramaraditam Patita Pavana Shtotra Sata Shri Srimad Bhakti Vallabh Tirtha Goswami Shri Guru Maharaj Ki Jai. Nityalila Pravishtam Vishnupad Pramata Shtotra Sata Shri Srimad Bhakti Daitam Madhav Goswami Maharaj Ki Jai. जगत गुरु श्री भक्ति सिद्धांत सरस्वती गोस्वामी ठाकुर प्रभुपाद की जय. श्री श्री रूपानुग गुरुवर्ग की जय. ग्रंथराज श्रीमद् भागवत महापुराण की जय. श्री कृष्ण द्वैपायन वेदव्यास महामुनि की जय. श्री अम्बरीश महाराज की जय. श्री दुर्वास मुनि की जय. जय समागत भागवत श्रवणकारी भक्त वृंद की जय. श्री हरिनाम प्रभु की जय. हरिनाम संकीर्तन की जय. गौर प्रेमानंदे हरि हरि बोल.